Okay, so let's start creating our UI. Let's do a new folder and call this UI. Double click it, right click inside the folder, go to user interface and create a widget blueprint and user widget. And this is going to be called WBP for widget blueprint layer UI. Double click it. It's right now it's empty, and we are inside the widget blueprint editor. This is our canvas. This is where we draw, quote unquote, our UI. It's like our board, and this is all the elements that you can add to your UI. So we're going to use the basics elements, which is first of all, we need a canvas to draw on or to build on. So look for canvas panel and drag it inside the designer. And we need text. This is going to be displaying the number of coins, and this is going to display the number of hearts. Um, and we need to anchor it to the left side of the screen, top left side. It's already there, but just to make sure, select anchor to this side because we don't want this to move if the screen is changing. Like the size of the screen is changing. We want this to be glued or anchored to the top left side. So first of all, let's make this a variable so we can access it inside blueprints. And let's give this a name, text coins, and this is text hearts. And we need image to display. So let's look for image and let's call this img coin and duplicate this. This is going to be img heart. Oops. Yeah. Let's import the textures that I created. And we did not create a texture folder. Here, let's create textures and import. And let's go to our tutorial textures and heart and coin. Open, import them. Let's save. Let's just make sure that these are okay. Double click to enter the texture editor. And I just want to make sure that this is texture group UI. It just makes things more organized. Um, yeah, and also let's change the compression settings for user interface. There are all kinds of settings here. It's much more performant and much more organized to set this correctly. So let's do this for also the other texture. Let's get back to our designer, and this is going to be the coin. So you go to brush settings, and you can pick an image, coin, and let's make the size 80 by 80, and this is going to be the heart, and this is going to be also 80 by 80. And let's just lower this down. I think I just need to put the position the same on the same x value. And this is also going to be same x value. Um, okay, it's not in the middle, but this is okay. Now we want to update this according to the player uh, when the player hits the blueprint. So to do that, first of all, let's go to the graph where the code for the UI happens, and let's delete these two events. The event construct is similar to event begin play in these blueprints, but it's called event construct. It's when the UI is constructed. So I want to get a reference to our player blueprint because we're going to put count the coins and hearts over there. So first, let's go to our player, third person blueprints, BP third person character. So let's add two variables that are going to count. One for the um, coins, and this is going to be our lives. This is both are integers, and let's get back here and let's get the player. Okay, so we have a function that is global to everything. It's called get player character, and leave player index 0 because there's only one player here. And we need to cast this to BP third person character because we need a specific type of player. And now we are going to promote this to a variable, and we're going to call this character ref for reference. Let's get back to our designer, and let's update these values with the values that are here, these two values. So first of all, the coins. If you go to the property that displays the text, is called text. I'm going to write anything I want here. It's going to be displayed here. Let's bind it. Okay, so press bind, and you can see we have the variable that we created, character ref, and we have access to everything inside it. So we need coins. The same for the hearts. Go here, character ref, and then lives. Um, and now nothing is going to happen because we haven't updated these values with anything yet. Let's first display the UI inside the viewport. This is the viewport, so we want to attach the UI to our viewport. So we need to go to our player character, and we need to go to the begin play event. And oops, sorry for that. Let's go to our begin play event, and at the end, let's create widget. Which type of widget is WBP layer UI? And now we need to attach it to our viewport. So add to viewport, and that's it. Let's see. And you can see on the left top side, we have our UI. Now, of course, nothing happens. We need to update the UI. So let's get back to our blick block blueprint. And each time we spawn a coin, we want to update the UI. So first of all, um, let's get a reference. We already have a reference to our character because we're casting here to our character. That's why we're doing casting so we can access everything inside. So if I drag a line from this pin, and I can see our coins, get coins, right? And also get hearts, lives, get lives. So what we need to do is let's create a, let's pull this all the way here. Then we would like to update this value. We want to just increment it by 1 each time we spawn a coin, right? And let's add a reroute node because I don't like this the way it's displayed here. So double click on this line and another. This is a reroute node. It's meant for like ease and comfort of working with the blueprint, so we can see where everything goes. And let's do the same here with the lives. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, all right. So you see the UI is updated, and that's because these values that are being incremented here are binded to these fields inside the UI. They're binded, means this is checking each frame. It's checking this um, variable to see if there is any change in it because it's connected. They're bounded for life. Okay, so now everything works. Only thing left is, which I wanted to show, is how to modify, how to create, like, we need to change this cube to something different when this is over, when you finish the amount of items that we're spawning. And we also, I also want to create our own coin, which looks a little bit better than just a cylinder. And we're gonna do that next. And after that, we're done. All right, so let's create, first let's create a cube. So if you go here to the selection mode and change it to the modeling mode, we enter the modeling tools in Unreal. So first of all, let's press the create tab and let's create a box. And then just place it here. I want this to be basically roughly the same size of these cubes. Uh, let's just place them here, place it here, and let's play with the values. So here you see the shape, width, depth, and height. Let's make this 70 by 70. Um, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. And so let's do accept. Just want to make sure. Oh, okay, first of all, the yeah, let's do accept and let's change the pivot because right now this is the pivot. It's in the bottom of the cube, but I want it to be the same. I want it to be in the middle. So let's do accept, and then to change the pivot position, let's go to Xform and edit pivot, and you have compress center and accept. So now it's in the center. Another thing, I don't like that the edges are so sharp. I want to make more cubical way, make it look more cubical. So let's go to model polygroup edit. And then we have a lot of um, properties and parameters. I want to select only the edges. So here you can decide what you want to select. So we have faces, edges, and vertices. So I just want the edges, and then like just drag and select all the edges. And then I just want to select bevel. So let's select bevel, and immediately we have some nice value. You can change this here. I think this is good, like 6.5. And let's do accept. And let's see where this model is in the content browser. So if you right click and browse to asset, you see this is generated inside a folder called generated user. It's the default folder where all the models are generated. And so I just want to move this to the meshes folder. So let's also change the name. It's going to be empty box. Empty box. And let's move this to the meshes folder. And also let's change the material. I don't want the grid, the world grid material. I want just a brown material, which if we go to our materials folder, it's called brown. So select it, go here and press the arrow button. And now you see it's changed. So this is going to be the default value. And now let's go to our blueprint and let's change the mesh. So after I finish all this here, let's do model set static mesh and connect it here. And this is going to be empty box. And let's do the same here. And let's see how this looks. First of all, let's delete this. Wait, let's go back to selection mode so I have a bigger screen. Okay. Okay, first of all, this is huge. Second of all, something with the timing is not right. Okay, no, I know what's I made a mistake. Yeah, not every time it's finished, but when it's over, totally over. So let's see. Um, if it's equals to 0, let's see what happens now. Okay. I don't think it's a good place to put it, but let's see. 1, 2. So I want this to be over at the last one. So okay. Okay, so we need to add another branch to see when this is the last time we're supposed to. If we have hit the cube for the last time, we want this to turn into an empty cube. So we need to add this here. We need to add a branch right here, which is going to be if this is equal. If now after we subtracted 1, now it's equal to 0, then we want to set the static mesh to an empty cube. empty box. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. But we just need to fix the size. And also, there is no material here. Let's double click it. And the default material is world grid material. We don't want this. We need the brown material. And also, I think we can make this smaller. So, don't know why it's not the size I wanted, but let's um, let's change the size. Let's, relative scale 3D. And this is not going to be 1, but let's just do it 0.8. And let's see what happens. Now, 1, 2, 3. It's too big. It needs to be 0.5 maybe. Okay, better. 0.47. Yeah, okay. Um, this will do for now. Let's put the same type of branch for the coin, but we're gonna change obviously the variable. So check after it's finished each time. If not max coins, but max hearts equals to 0, true, set static mesh to a cube. Yay, okay, great. So this works. Now let's just fix the coin. Let's go to the modeling tool again, and let's create a um, cylinder. Place this here. Let's go to height and change the height to something like this. Maybe higher. 12, 13, 14. Yes. This size, I guess, doesn't matter here. So let's just do accept. And let's go to uh, model, polygroup edit. And I want to select the faces now. And let's do I think it's inset. Yeah, so inset, and then we get this selection tool. I want to make like a loop, like border. So let's make this here. Yeah, the other side, because I select both of them together. Sorry for the display. Let's make this bigger so it's easier for us to see. And now I also want this to extrude. So wait, let's do accept, and let's move this up so it's easier to work. And let's go back to polygroup edit, select this face, and shift select this face, and let's do extrude. Let's extrude it. Okay, no, let's just do this separately. Uh, so select this, extrude. Let's extrude this like this, and select this face, and extrude it until we reach this height. Okay, accept. And now I want to bevel these edges. So let's go back to Polygroup Edit, and let's select only uh, edges. So Shift select. Basically, let's select everything, all the edges, and let's go to Bevel. And no, it's not really good. Let's let's do subdivide. Let's do subdivide. I think two is enough. No, I don't want to subdivide. Let's do bevel again. Polygroup edit. Let's go to, let's select this and let's do bevel. And it's too much. Let's just do three. And let's bevel also this edge and this edge. Yeah, and I think this is okay. Maybe this edge as well. So apply, and then select this edge, select bevel, and let's do this 1.5. Okay, yeah, that's better. And let's go, let's hit apply, select this edge, go to bevel, and hit apply. Okay, and accept. Now we have our coin. Let's go to browse here, and let's call this uh, coin mesh. Let's move it to our, first let's get back to the selection mode. Let's move this to the meshes folder, and let's change it to the gold material or the coin material, right? Yeah, looks better, but I think, no, I like it that it's kind of cubical. We could subdivide it, but I think it's nice like this. Um, yeah, let's go to our blueprints and BP coin and replace this model with the model that we created, which is the coin mesh. Okay, and yeah, let's change it. Oops, sorry. Let's, sorry for that. Coin mesh, and let's make this one. Okay, now it's fine. Let's see how it looks. Delete this. All right. So we have everything. This, two. Okay, great. Okay, so this works. Now the last thing we have is basically make this code look better and readable. So what we're going to do here is turn this into a macro. The reason we cannot make this a function is because we have two executes here, and the function can only return one, like can have only one execute in this happening. Let me demonstrate. If I select all of this, let's actually select all this, right click, collapse the function, and we have an error. Cannot be placed in function graph. Yeah. So this cannot be placed. First of all, you cannot put a timeline inside a function. But let's just say, okay, fine, let's just put all this inside a function. Let's see there, a message. So spawn actor is connected to move block, and also there is a branch connected to move block, which is set relative location. So the spawn and the set relative location both are connected to the same node. They have two execution pins, and we have in a function only one execution pin. Let's create the function. Let's call this new function. Let's go back here and let's call new function. It has only one input and one output. We need more than that. That's where macros come in handy. So let's create a macro and let's test. Let's put everything inside a macro and then fix it. So click, right click, collapse to macro. What's the problem? Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Cannot put the timeline inside a macro, so let's put all this inside it. Right, and let's call this spawn and update UI. Oops. Spawn and update UI. Okay, let's see what's inside here. First of all, we need to give normal, like readable names to this. So we know that this is update, so let's call this update. And this is finished. And this is spawn time. The alpha is block movement. And this is the third person character, but I think we're going to change this. So let's see. I would like to send this as an input. So this is going to be, I'm going to create another input. I'm going to call this uh, item count. It's going to be an integer. And another input, and this is going to be um, count update UI, which is the coins here. So yeah, let's connect count update UI here. Let's disconnect this. Oops. Let's disconnect this. And instead of max coins, let's put item counts. And actually, let's change the name to max. We know what we need. You know what? Max item. And let's get back to here. And first of all, we have an error because we need to refresh. So right click on the node and click refresh node. Now we don't have an error. Now we do have an error. Let's see. Target generate for expanding spawn. Let's organize our code here a little bit. Um, First of all, we do not need this input pin, so let's delete it. And let's connect something here. It's telling me there's an error because there's nothing connected here. So we need to take max coins and connect its max item and count update UI. We're going to take from here, get coins because here we are updating the coins in the UI. And now it's happy. Same thing here. Um, let's First of all, let's make sure that we are Doing the same here. Set relative scale, set static mesh, everything is fine. Plus plus on this, yeah. Great. I know it's going to be painful, but let's just delete all this. Let's call this copy, paste, put this macro here. Now, because we named these, we know which one to connect which. And now max item is going to be max hearts. And count update, we are updating the lives. Get lives. Let's move this over here. And let's hope that nothing is broken. See? Oh, great. So it's not a hard. Oh, yes, of course. The most important thing. Um, we are spawning the same thing. We need to make this also an input. So let's add an input, and this is going to be um, class of actor, because we're spawning an actor, right? So we need a base class of an actor. Let's go to actor, not object reference, but class reference. And I'm going to explain shortly. So because we are in object-oriented programming, and we want to send two different types of actors, all the actors are inheriting from blueprint class. Everything that it's inside the level, it starts from an actor class. So it doesn't really matter if it's a coin actor class or if it's a hard actor class or if it's spawn actor class. They are all in the base of their essence are actors. So let's get back to our macro. Let's call this actor to spawn. And let's connect this here and connect, and that's it. That's it. Refresh. What's the problem? Spawn after must have class generate from expanding spawn and update. Yes, same thing. We need to send something here, and let's just add two variables. This is going to be coin blueprint, and this is going to be heart blueprint. This is going to be BP coin class, and this is going to be BP heart class. And let's get here, and here we're spawning a heart, and here we are spawning a coin. So compile, now he's happy, and it's much more readable. We know what's happening here. We see what we're sending, and let's see if this is working. Oh, I know what's wrong. We did not. We need to give this a default value. Right now it's empty. So this is going to be BP coins, and this is going to be BP parts. Let's get back here and let's test. All right. All right. Why was it so small? I think that we can make the parts a little bit bigger. That's, I think, because we are spawning. Okay, yeah. So this is. We can also send this as a input. So everything is basically correct. So let's just add this in the input. So spawn scale, and it's going to be a vector And let's connect this here. And let's get back here. And this is going to be 1, 1, 1. And this is 0.6. Oops. 0.6 and 0.6. Now let's check it out. Right. All right. Great. So we created the blueprints, we fixed our code, and we have two types of blueprints in the level. It's basically one blueprint that can be customized. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something in this tutorial. Let me know what you think. And I think in later tutorials we can actually create some more materials and make this bigger level with more assets and more blueprints. And so thank you very much, and see you in the next tutorial.